Hello, my crafty friends. I sure hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Robyn Pitts. If you're new to my channel or you're a returning subscriber, welcome. And welcome to the April episode of the Fancy Fold Card Challenge hosted by Monica, aka Paper Mona on YouTube. For this month, our card challenge is a fun twist and fold card. Monica has gathered a wonderful group of designers and each will create their own version of this card. I've included a list of the designers in the description box, so please be sure to stop by, visit their channel, and don't forget to subscribe. In front of you is my twist and fold card, and since this is Easter weekend, I created a fun Easter themed card. Now, when I first saw the twist and fold tutorial, I was a little intimidated because there are lots of measurings and folds and twists and cuts, and I also realized that there are several different ways to make this card. In this video, I'm going to show you my version of how I made this twist and fold card, and it's really easy. To make this card, I used a fun paper collection by Echo Park called Happy Easter. I'm going to adjust my camera so that I can give you a closer look. I love the paper that I used for this twist and fold card. It is such a fun, springy Easter color tone. The base is 7 by 7 inches, and on the back I've left it blank so that you can include a sentiment. Now, the exciting part is right here in the center. When you grab the opposite corners of the card and you just pull, voila, you've got this beautiful card, and there's so many different elements to it. Here we've got a sentiment that says, on Easter you can put all your eggs in one basket. I fussy cut this little Easter basket. Here we have a sentiment that says Happy Easter. In the center it says Funny Bunny with this cute little egg and a heart. I love this little chick. It says, this cracks me up. On this side here we've got a cute little bunny and it says, show me the bunny. We've got Easter eggs here, dying eggs, a cute little birdie, and then hippity hop. But isn't this fun? And imagine you can customize this for all different holidays. I would love to do one for Halloween and also Christmas. And to fold it up, all you have to do is bring these panels in and it pops together just like so. Now that I've given you an overview of this card, let me grab my materials so that we can make it together. To begin, you will need a piece of 80-pound cardstock that measures 12 by 12. Now I'm using 80-pound cardstock because it is easier to fold. We have several different folds in this project, so you will find that it's much easier to maneuver the paper at this weight. The first thing that we want to do is to divide our paper into 4 sections. So you're going to make a score line at 3 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches. Then you're going to turn your paper around and you're going to create a score line at 3 inches, 6 inches, and 9 inches. Once you do that, you should have several different squares on your paper. Next, we're going to fold this left panel back on the 3-inch mark, just like so. We're going to fold the 9-inch score line back, just like so. And your paper will have 2 columns. Then on the 6-inch mark, we're going to fold that in half, so you will have a single panel of paper, just like so. Then we're going to open it up. We're going to turn the paper around and we're going to repeat the same steps. So at the 3-inch mark, we're going to fold that back. At the 9-inch score line, we're going to fold that back. And then at the 6-inch mark, we are going to fold that in half. Okay, now let's fold this out. Now our paper should look just like this. Now what we need to do is focus on the 4 squares in the center of this paper. And what we're going to do is create a diagonal line on each of these 4 corners. Now to do that, what I did was I put this in my paper trimmer and then I used my scoring tool to create a score line right in the middle of this square. And then I flipped the paper around. And then I created a score mark from edge to edge in this square. I turned the paper around again. I added another diagonal mark in between the center of the square. And then I added one final score line in the center of this square. So when you hold the paper up, you'll see that there are 4 squares and each of them are cut in half to create this diagonal pattern. Now it's time to add our matting layers. The first piece of paper that we're going to add is right here in the center, this large square. So you will need a piece of paper that measures 4 inches by 4 inches, and that's going to go right here on the diagonal. Next, you'll need squares to fill in the rest of the paper. Now, these squares can measure 2 3/4 if you like, but what I've done for this project is I've measured it at 2 13/16. Now 13/16 is just after the 3/4 mark, and it is just below the 7/8 mark. So these pieces will fit perfectly in these squares here, because remember they're 3-inch squares. Okay, so I'm putting these 2 pieces down below. Then I have this fun green plaid paper that's going to go right here. I love these Easter colors. And then I'm going to put these 2 on the bottom. And then I have these fun little blue bunnies, and these are going to go on the side just like so. Last but not least, we have these triangle areas, and to create these matting layers, all I did was I took one of these squares and I cut it right in half, and that gave me the right mat size that I needed. So I'm putting these yellow and white gingham pieces right around this plaid paper, just like so. So this is a really fun Easter color palette. You, of course, can make this any way that you want. Let's go ahead and glue these matte layers down, and then we will come back for the next step. I have glued down all of the decorative paper and have added in some stickers and embellishments, and I think this card is so fun. Every square inch of it has something fun to look at. Now for the next step, we need to grab a piece of heavyweight cardstock. Now here I'm using 110-pound heavyweight white cardstock, and this measures 7 by 7. I have this pretty pink and white polka dot decorative paper that measures 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. This is going to be the base for the card. Now I don't mind that the card weight is heavier, because this is where we're going to write our sentiment, and it's going to hold the weight of the card. So let's set this aside, and we are going to fold this card just like so. And again, you see how it just folds down. You want to grab your base piece, and when you turn this over, you have this diamond here in the center. We're going to add adhesive on this piece right here, and then we're going to center it onto the card base, just like so. So if you have directional paper, you want to make sure that the outside layers are facing the correct way. So go ahead and glue this piece down now. This is my completed card, and I love the way this turned out. On the back, we've got this fun polka dot paper, and I love how it is contrasted with these beautiful Easter eggs. To open up the card, all you have to do is grab the ends, and voila, it is an explosion of Easter fun. Hopefully I've inspired you with new and creative ideas. If you like this video, please take a moment to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please be sure to join me next month for another episode of the Fancy Fold Card Challenge. We post new videos on the 5th of every month at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now. Happy Easter and happy crafting.